Assalamualaikum and good morning. We continue the next topic for chapter 3, chain rule. And the first theorem related to chain rule is one independent variable. W equal to fxy, where f is a differentiable function of x and y, meaning that f can be differentiated partially with respect to x and y. Then we have x equal to gt and we have y equal to ht, where g and h are differentiable functions of t. Then w is a differentiable function of t, or we can write as dw dt. So now we have w equal to fxy from the theorem. So we start with w, and then we have two variables. Here we have x and we have y. What we have to do now is we want to draw a tree diagram of a chain rule. As stated in the theorem of chain rule, for one independent variable, we have x equal to gt and y equal to ht. So in function g, we have one variable which is t, and in function h, we also have t, one variable. And now we want to find dw dt because w is the first term in the chain diagram and the last term is t. From our tree diagram, we have x and y variable for w, meaning that we have to differentiate partially w with respect to x and differentiate partially w with respect to y. But for x, we only have one variable, which is t. So we have to differentiate as the normal derivative dx with respect to t. It is the same with y. We have only one variable t, so just differentiate y with respect to t. In order to find dw dt, so now we have to take partial derivative w with respect to x, multiply with dx dt, plus the right side of the chain diagram. So we have partial derivative w with respect to y, multiply with dy dt. That is how we get the formula in the theorem for one independent variable. So next we do the same for two independent variables. We have w equal to fxy, and then we have x equal to gst, and we have y equal to hst. So from the theorem, we have w equal to fxy. So we have two variables here, x and y. So split w into x and y. And again, in the theorem, we have x equal to gst, and we know that this one is two variable s and t. Then split into two, s and t. And for y, we have s and t. Then we do the same, split into s and t. When we have two variables x and y, so we have to differentiate partially w with respect to x, and on the right side we have partial derivative with respect to y. And it is the same for x. We have two variables s and t, so we have to differentiate partially x with respect to s and differentiate partially x with respect to t. So the same technique for variable y, differentiate partially y with respect to s and differentiate partially y with respect to t. So this is the chain rule with two independent variables. So we have one with s and the other one with t. We have to find partial derivative w with respect to s and partial derivative w with respect to t. So to write the formula for partial derivative w with respect to s, just look at s for both sides. So multiply that one and then plus the other one, and we will get this formula. And then for partial derivative w with respect to t, then just look at t. So multiply both partial derivative on the left side plus multiply both partial derivatives on the right side. That is how we get both formula for the theorem chain rule of two independent variables.